What's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we have a monster crash in the cryptocurrency markets. Bitcoin just broke below its $20,000 support level. There has been no real sign of strength for Bitcoin. Very temporarily bounced a little bit at 20,000, but that was very short-lived, as we have seen, and now we're currently sinking below 19,000 as we speak. And what's even more concerning here is the waterfall effect that's happening. I want you to look back at some of the previous drops and the speed at which these happened, right? We had this initial drop once we broke the sort of $36,000 support level, and as you can see, we fell very quickly down to the next support level. This happened again even more quickly on the next one that pushed us down to 20K. And guess what? This type of stuff speeds up just as fast as it goes up. It goes right back down even faster. And the reason for that is because of the liquidations. You can imagine the amount of people that had, their stop set right below 20,000. And of course, as soon as it breaks that, right, people start getting liquidated off the hooks, and it creates a massive selling pressure. Our next major support level is going to be right around $13,800. I'll go ahead and draw the actual price drop for you from our approximate current levels. That's about a 30% drop. I do believe that will be a pretty nice bottom. And I also wanted to say that a drop like that, right, is typically about as low as we go at these levels in crypto history, right? This is going to be, a pretty monstrous drop as well from the all-time high of Bitcoin here. If currently we're at a 72% drop, if we push down, we're going to be an 80% drop. That is pretty typical for a cryptocurrency bear market peak low. There's a little opportunity for us to sink a little bit lower down to 12,000, and then absolute worst case scenario, in my personal opinion, would be about a $9,000 bottom. So it isn't impossible, but for now, it does seem like the bottom that we're targeting is going to be that 13.8K level. And like I said, right, with the amount of liquidations, I'm expecting this to happen real quickly. I wanted to rush out this emergency video for you. I think this weekend we could continue to see much more selling pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 17, 16, 15, maybe even 14K by the end of this weekend. We also have a holiday on Monday. So the markets, the stock market is going to be closed, and that could also cause more downside as people are not able to put in money to cover their margin. And that is often planned by whales as well. We've seen that pattern before in the crypto markets. I do want to point out that, there are some people that are still bullish towards year end. We've seen a lot of smart people in the space say the Fed is going to turn back on the money printers and we're going to reach 100K Bitcoin near October or so. We're going to start pumping. It is possible, of course, but right now, we need to look at what's happening in reality, and it's a massive liquidation event. Of course, right down the line, I'm still bullish on crypto long-term, especially coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Many coins will never recover from this, though, and that is why you need to be safe. None of this is financial advice. Please be safe out there, and manage your risk. So I just wanted to, give that disclaimer to please be careful, and that none of this is financial advice. Now, in terms of Ethereum, now that we saw what's happening with Bitcoin, I don't really even expect to bounce above 20K here anytime soon. I think we're going to sink lower before we get any type of significant bounce. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's drop is even more aggressive and sharp in terms of the downside here that we're seeing. And that is just because, Ethereum at the end of the day is an altcoin. It is the biggest altcoin, but it is an altcoin. It also, is a smart contract platform. So liquidations and things like that are going to be even more prevalent in Ethereum, right? It's a much more liquid asset than Bitcoin. And for that reason, it's dropping much faster. Now, we are at a little bit of support here. Sorry, I'm not even on the correct Ethereum chart. Sorry about that. But still, nonetheless, right, we're seeing these very sharp drops as soon as we break support on Ethereum. Now, $1,000 is, of course, a psychological support level. I'll go ahead and draw that in here. And the next support level after this, right, which I think we're going to crack literally tonight, is going to be down to around $800. We're looking at, around 855 in a better case scenario, to all the way down to, possibly 770 or even down to $700 flat. I do think we're going to see that $500 Ethereum price point at the very least here. And that might shock a lot of people, but you have to be realistic. You have to look at what these charts are telling us. And the picture is pretty clear, right? What are the charts telling us? That we're sinking much lower. And yes, I'm sorry to say that is a 50% drop from where we are now, down to $500, right? So that may shock you. You know, if we go down to some of the more conservative price targets, like that 850 level, that's going to be a 20% drop from here. But I want you to keep in mind that is only a short-term potential bottom, right? That is nowhere near going to be the peak bottom for Ethereum, in my opinion. Yes, potentially, if we're lucky, we could start bouncing around $700, but really, I think that we're going to see that $500. We could even see as low as some of these $350 levels. You know, Ethereum has had peak lows of 94% drops in the past in crypto. Let's go ahead and draw it out actually right here. Take the peak high. We're going to go to the peak bottom that we experienced. Look at that, 93.5% drop, right around 94% drop for Ethereum. And let's go ahead and show you this very impressive bit of information here that I'll go ahead and draw for you on the chart. We're going to go ahead and take the current peak that we had put in and draw this down to 94%. Where does that bring us? Around $280 price point. Let's say we do a little bit better this time, maybe only down to 92%. That's still going to be right around $350 to $450 for a peak bottom for Ethereum. So don't go thinking that this is by any means the end of the downside, right? This is actually the beginning, in my opinion. And I'm very sorry. I'm not even trying to be bearish or anything. I want crypto to go up just as much as everybody else, but as a influencer in the crypto space, I do want to keep all of you updated. I know you always appreciate my updates, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for the best analysis on YouTube. Make sure as well to follow me on Twitter, and you know, just gonna go ahead and refresh coin market cap here, and as you can see, right, it's an absolute red across the board. Altcoins are actually faring a little bit better, right? We're seeing things like Avalanche down less in the past hour than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why is that? First off, altcoins already dropped a lot more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, so you know, they may be sort of closer to their bottoms in a way, and also they might not have the same amount of liquidations going on, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum, two heavily traded assets. People take leverage on these because they trust them, and of course, when the downside comes, it gets sped up by the fact that there's all those liquidations that start happening, especially on some of the bigger coins. And that might not be the case for some of these smaller coins where people are just kind of holding them or trading them here and there. So long term, I do think this could be a terrific buying opportunity, and I will be keeping my eyes open for opportunities. But right now, caution is key, in my opinion. And hopefully you found this analysis useful and helpful in some type of way. Please remember, none of this is financial advice. Also check out bit.com. They have options for cryptocurrencies to hedge yourself. In this type of event, you can buy put options to potentially hedge yourself. So make sure to check them out. Link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and have a great day. I'll see you next time.